I'm Ellie. I am a trainee teacher. On Wednesdays for us, we have our either professional studies or our subject studies. So we'll either be in situ at the college, off-site, off-school site, and we'll meet with other trainees and we'll do a professional studies session and sometimes a deliberate practice clinic. So you will look at a specific area of teaching, for example, questioning to develop thinking, you'll work through a workbook, you'll work with the lead mentor, you'll complete some activities, you'll answer some questions, you'll do some recall, obviously you get to catch up with other trainees. And then for the subject studies clinic, that will be subject specific, so you'll work with other trainees in your subject and you will either go in person and meet with them or you will do it online. Work with a lead mentor for art subject studies for me, and you'll work with the other art trainees and you'll fill out a kind of booklet. You'll work through that with them, you'll complete some questions. You'll also do like a little task. So ours are obviously art related, it's like a get prepared task. So you complete it beforehand and you bring it to the session just to get you thinking about what you're going to be doing that session and to get you to have completed the activity that you're going to be speaking about, so you have some kind of context, I suppose. And that's a really nice opportunity to obviously meet up with other people, because when you're in the school, you might have trainees that you work with, but you won't see everyone in your kind of cohort. So that's really nice on a Wednesday to kind of catch up with them, see how everyone's doing, you know, how their classes are going, that sort of thing. I found everyone to be really, really welcoming. Like, they've all been where you are, so they're all willing to really help you and offer support. I found it really beneficial to go and watch other teachers. Loads of people will let you go and watch them teach. We have our mentor meeting, like our proper mentor meeting, once a week, which is like an hour of allotted time where you sit down and you go through targets for that week. And then your mentor will observe those targets, and like it may be a small section of the lesson, it may be you've designed a starter and they will observe the effectiveness of that starter. You'll then talk through it. You'll also do some modelling, like deliberate practice, which is where you'll run through how you actually do things in the classroom. So for example, your mentor will stand up and you might practice how you would give someone a warning, like a reminder. Your mentor might stand up and go, this is how you would do it. You might go over to them, you might speak to them, and they would actually get up and stand in the classroom, and you'd get to have a go as well. So you get to just like rehearse almost before you go into the classroom and actually do those things. Like, it may be as simple as like the exit and entry routines when you first start. You may practice standing at the door, greeting the students, explaining your expectations. Your mentor will do it first, and then you'll do it as many times as you need before you feel confident. Also, any questions and concerns you have, you can obviously speak with them there. I like to, with my mentor, just get a rundown of the week, like where I'm at, like where they may be up to with their classes, anything that they've done that I could maybe implement in mine. Obviously, news within the department, they'll let you know about like meetings and like things you need to be doing, things like that you may not be able to like conquer on your own. They'll help you with things like that. I have 2 to 3 lessons a day, and obviously it goes up from here, but so far it's been like a kind of gradual increase. I haven't felt like it's been too much, or I haven't felt like stressed out, because I've been communicating how I feel, and like I've said, my mentor said, if this is at any point, like if you want to slow down or you want to wait and you want to just sit with these 6 classes for a second and not want to take any more, that's fine, like we'll go at your pace. So I think that's been really helpful, like picking them up as and when I've felt ready to, and like when it's felt right within the class. For example, when I first started teaching lessons on my own, I just did the entry routine. So I just got the students into the classroom, I just got them sat down and ready. I just did the register, and then I handed over to my mentor and she kind of stepped in. You sit in the class and you observe that class, and you maybe then might do some team teaching, you might take the starter, and then you kind of pick those up as and when. The thrill of teaching that first lesson was like unmatched. So yeah, if you do it in like a gradual process, that's how I did it. You start in like small increments and you build up, and once you've kind of taught your whole first lesson, I found it easy to just like go for it and just throw yourself in and just like start teaching them. I work between mostly 2 classrooms in a day, so I will get the resources out that I need in that classroom. For example, I'm doing self-portraits at the moment with year 7s. I will go into the classroom in the morning when I come in, I'll get the mirrors out, I'll make sure that the work is on the desk, any like bits of paper they need for practice, I will get those out. Coming in the morning, getting that lesson set out as much as you can before form, before period one. If you get those things laid out on the tables, it just makes your life so much easier. In the mornings, I'll have a couple lessons. I'll come in, I'll use my example, I'll do a bit of modelling normally. Pretty much every lesson I'll be doing some modelling, either with the visualiser or like live modelling, and then they'll be completing the STAR activity, and then they'll be working, you know, independently. I'll be supporting students, I'll be helping them, circulating the classroom, talking to them, seeing how they're getting on with their work. Within art, it's really important to have kind of working examples across any subject. I imagine that is beneficial. So in my PPA, I will look at the work I've got on this week, like what I'll be doing. So for example, again, if I'm doing portraits, I'll make sure that I have a drawn up portrait to show the students. I'll complete one live in the lesson or some steps of one, but I think to have a completed one where they should be by the end of that lesson is really important. So I'll spend my PPA maybe drawing that portrait up, or finishing painting animal painting that I'm doing right now with Year 9, or cutting out some lino, just so I can come to my lesson with those examples prepared and ready to go. I think it's really beneficial for students to see what a good example looks like. I'll also mark things like homework. So we have like a homework marking system where we use colour stickers to mark. So I'll sit there with my homework books, my Year 7 class, and I'll write a little comment and I'll give them a sticker, and I'll work for my class like that. Normally the day before I leave, like after school, I will check my laptop, open up the tabs that I have tomorrow, make a note in my notebook of like the lessons I have tomorrow, just so when I come in the morning, my tabs are open, I've got like the resources ready. I think that really helps you to come in the morning and feel less stressed, and especially going home, you already know what you're going to do the next day, rather than coming in and being like, I don't know what I'm doing. You've got it laid out for you. So I think that's really key. Also the week before, like of a Friday afternoon, just before I go home, I'll write down the lessons I've got the next week, so I know like it's not a surprise that you just come in, you look at what you've got, okay, Monday I've got these 2 lessons, the PowerPoint's open, they're ready to go.